You started this year fired up and ready to go. Your goals set, your quarter one plans mapped out back in quarter three like the overachiever you proudly are. But meanwhile, the legal side of your business is sitting in the corner, full on Janet Jackson energy saying, I know you used to do nice things for me. At some point, you did make legal a priority. You formed the business, you grabbed a contract, and maybe you even protected a name or two. But now, it's been 1, 2, maybe even 3 years since you seriously checked in on any of it. And while your business has grown, evolved, and stretched into its next level, your legal foundation is still sitting there like, but what have you done for me lately? And the truth is, if this is the year that you want your expertise to work harder than you do, it might be time to give your legal foundation the glow up it deserves. Hello, Genius. Welcome back to another episode of the Own Your Genius podcast, the space where we encourage you to use your education and your experiences to create dope businesses. I'm your host, Attorney LaConya Murray, owner of Mark IP Solutions and founder of Mark Legal. Before you sprint any further into the new year, before you launch new offers, sign the new clients, or build that new revenue stream, this is the moment to pause, breathe, and ask the question, is the foundation I'm building on actually strong enough to support where I'm going? Because the momentum without protection isn't strategy, it's stress. And you deserve better than running a business that looks powerful on the outside, but is quietly vulnerable on the inside. Which brings us to the heart of today's episode, the legal audit every business should do this year. When the legal foundation is aligned with the business you have now, not the one you started, you create the freedom to grow, scale, and profit without hesitation. Welcome back to the Own Your Genius podcast, where we talk about building smart businesses, creating standout brands, and turning your intellectual property into income. I'm your host, Attorney LaConya Murray, founder of Mark IP Solutions. We're a boutique firm that helps professionals and experts use legal clarity and brand strategy to protect what they've built and grow what they've created. We got a good one for you today, so let's get started. Most experts set their structure once and never look at it again, but your business structure isn't a set it and forget it type situation. It needs to grow as your business grows. And here are questions to ask yourself during your business structure audit. Does my current business structure still support my revenue goals, my risk level, and long-term goals? Have I kept up with all the required state filings, the annual reports, and renewals? Do my formation documents, like my operating agreement, reflect how the business actually runs today, the owner's roles, decision making, and distribution? Has my accountant suggested an S Corp election based on revenue, and have I acted on it? Have any new lines of business, offers, or partnership created risks that my current business structure doesn't address? Once you ask these questions, you'll know whether your structure needs a refresh or simply a clean check mark for the year. When your business structure matches your visions and your operations, everything else becomes easier, and you get to move with clarity, confidence, and protection. The next thing you want to look at is your intellectual property. You want to protect the expertise that drives your revenue. Your intellectual property is the business. If it's unprotected, you're scaling on shaky ground. Your New Year IP audit should answer 2 core questions. What have I created, and have I claimed it? So here are some intellectual property audit questions to ask. Are my business name, program names, and taglines protected, or is someone else free to claim them first? Have I documented my signature frameworks, processes, or methodologies so they're clearly identified as mine? Have I marked my curriculum, course materials, tools, worksheets, and digital products with proper IP ownership notices? Have I added or retired offers this year that should be trademarked, copywritten, or removed from older material? Is there anyone currently using my work who shouldn't be? And do I have protection in place to address that? This is the part of your audit that helps you see exactly where your ideas are vulnerable and where you have opportunities to turn your IP into assets that work for you this year. When your IP is protected, you can license it, scale it, package it, and profit from it without fear of losing control of your genius. And the third area that we're going to look at for your beginning of the year legal audit are your contracts. Your contracts should speak for you when you're not in the room. They should also be a reflection of the business you're currently running, not the version of you from 2 years ago. Ask these questions as you review your agreements. Do my contracts match the offers I delivered today? Scope, pricing, boundaries, communication, and timeline. Do they clearly protect my intellectual property from unauthorized use, copying, or distribution? Are my payment terms structured to protect my cash flow, deposits, late fees, cancellations, policies, access revocation, things of that nature? Is the language clear about what's included, what's not included, and when my responsibility ends? Do I have contracts for every category of the work that I do? Consulting, speaking, licensing, digital products, collaborations, and subcontractors? This audit doesn't just protect your business, it protects your peace. Updated contracts reduce confusion, eliminate scope creep, and set expectations you no longer have to constantly manage. Once your contracts reflect your current expertise and boundaries, your business relationships become smoother, easier, and far more aligned. Now, before we wrap up, let's pull it all together because clarity is power and your business deserves to step into the year with protection and intention. Here is your New Year's legal audit, simplified into one clear action plan. The first thing you're going to do is review your business structure. Make sure the foundation you started with still supports the business you're running now. Check your filings, review your operating agreement, consider tax selections, and confirm your structure aligns with your current revenue and goals. The second thing you want to do is review your intellectual property. Your ideas are your assets, so treat them like it. Identify what you created, confirm what's protected, update your ownership notices, and determine which names, frameworks, or materials need additional protection this year. And finally, review your contracts. Your contracts should protect your time, your boundaries, and your expertise every single time. Update your terms, tighten your scope, and clarify payment structures, and make sure you have agreements that reflect your current offers. And here's the good news. You don't have to figure this out alone. If you're ready to protect your ideas and put them to work for you this year, Mark Legal gives you the legal foundation and positioning tools to do exactly that. Inside, you'll get attorney-drafted contracts, practical guidance, and support that helps you protect your business, clarify your value, and leverage your expertise without working overtime. Join Mark Legal today at marklegal.com. It's the easiest way to protect your intellectual property, position your expertise, and start profiting from the work that you've already done. And if you love today's episode, do me a favor, subscribe so that you never miss an episode. Leave a review because it helps more business owners find this show, and then share this episode with a friend who's ready to protect their business, safeguard their ideas, and finally get their legal foundation working for them. Until next time, keep building your business, growing your brand, and owning your genius. Let's take this conversation over to ownyourgenius.co. I want you to share this episode with 3 people and have them join me there. But before you go, you know what to do. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and rate the podcast. Until next week, keep building your business, growing your brand, and owning your genius.